Good afternoon, folks. Look what the postman just delivered. In this case, the postman was UPS. Ordered just under 2 weeks ago. After quite a bit of research and watching some of Michael Kinsella's videos on YouTube. If you look for Michael Kinsella on YouTube, maybe also put MX02S in your search bar on YouTube. You'll find Michael's videos. So after a bit of research, I've decided to go with the MX02 as well. So this one was shipped from Poland. The box looks in good nick. It's just split here at the top, and we have something trying to protrude here and there. Other than that, looks very good. Nice delivery to get at lunchtime on a Friday. So I'm not going to film all the unboxing and the assembly. There's lots of stuff on YouTube already covering that. So what I'm going to do this evening is put the bike together. I'll probably take the batteries out there now, put them on charge. This, by the way, is a bundle for which you can find a promo code on Michael Kinsella's videos on YouTube. And this package with two 48 volt 17 amp hour batteries will set you back roughly 1,450 euros. It's a 1,000 watt rear hub drive motor, and yeah, I did my own research as well, so I wasn't surprised that Michael calls this the Sherman. It seems to be a really good package, but for now it's contained in this cardboard box, and yeah, can't wait to start cutting this open and see what we find. To be continued. Hi guys, Sylvester back again with a quick update on the actual, I suppose, unboxing of the MX02S electric mountain bike or e-bike, and I just thought I'd film a little bit of this because the packaging is superb. The way the bike's fitted in there with all its accessories and some of the free gifts. Foam to support the bike and protect it in various places. Everything cable tied together. Yeah, really impressed with the packaging. I didn't mention it in the previous video, but I did order the bike of AliExpress. But like I said, this particular vendor uses Poland to ship from. No duties had to be paid. So I've already taken out a rear carrier bag. Looks like a bag for a mobile phone that can go just below the handlebars. That black bag contains the charger. And yeah, I'll just keep digging in. But so far so good. Really impressed. See you guys later. Okay, so I thought taking the side of the box will give me better access, and it does. I found the spare battery in the bottom of the box, which is now over there. And as you can see, everything is wrapped in good quality foam wrapping. Lots of big cable ties. I've not seen a single scratch or anything damaged at this moment in time. Lots of tiny little gifts, which I will show you later on. So yeah, so far so good. So I'll just keep cutting away the cable ties, and then put the battery on the charge, put the front wheel in, Put the steering wheel on, the handlebars. Yeah, so far so good. Let's continue. So there's the next step. There's the frame, rear wheel, the seat, handlebars, front wheel. Those fat tires are really impressive. The front wheel axle is cable tied to the actual front wheel spokes, so we'll take that out, and I think that's going to be our next step now. So I've only been doing this now for a good 20 minutes, ready to put that front wheel in. You can actually balance the bike like this without the front wheel on the front forks. The little side stand will actually keep the bike up, so that's handy. Of course, with fitting the front wheel, we need to keep an eye out on the disc brakes, but they have a little insert. Sorry, I'm filming this with my phone, as you can tell. That little red spacer will come out, and that's where your brake disc will go. This bike has hydraulic brakes, disc brakes, so not the mechanical disc brakes like some other Chinese bikes might have. This actually has the hydraulic ones, and again, the way everything is wrapped, really impressed. All the frame, seat has to go on yet. It has foldable pedals, but I've ordered different ones again on a recommendation from Michael Kinsella. 42 teeth front sprocket. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, again, for a, what you want to call, I don't like to call it cheap, affordable electric mountain bike from AliExpress. Very impressed. Well, there she is, folks. The Shengmilo MX02S, completely assembled. The whole assembly took me probably, they got to 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. Looks really well made and finished. I know this is a Chinese bike, and that's what people will call it, but you know, for 1,450 euros, it's actually quite unbelievable. Shipped, everything included. Really impressed. Went together very well. When I did research these bikes, obviously I looked at manufacturer specifications when it came to recommended height for the users. I'm 6'4", and this one was recommended for people anywhere from 1.7 to 2 meters, or what's that, you know, that's probably closer to 6'5" or 6'6". I have that seat now at its highest position, and I would like it a little bit higher yet. Now I know that's an easy fix. You know, you get a taller seat stem or seat stem extender, or you know, a sprung seat stem for more comfort. But yeah, I'll probably have to look at that, maybe adjust the seat a little bit. Looks really well. I just had a little cycle on it because the battery is on charge, and it even cycles really well. Put about 30 psi in the tires, and yeah, for a fat tire bike, it cycled really well. Gears at the moment don't need any adjusting. Shimano Journey on the back, you know, it's entry-level Shimano stuff, but it's Shimano. So, you know, it gives you a little bit of confidence. Not sure Saiguan on the front, but like I said, those pedals aren't great, but I have new ones on order. And as you can see, battery is currently on the charge, it's not installed. And yeah, really pleased so far. So just going to charge the batteries. And one thing I could not find, I'll bring you in close, see if you can see it as well. The little nut that goes on the little bolt that keeps the horn and headlight in place. I cannot find it. I do not know where it went. So I'll have to dive into that garage, which is total mayhem, but I have some stainless steel nuts in there, so I'm sure I'll find one. Yeah, happy as Larry. So back to work for a little bit, let the battery charge, and then hopefully this afternoon take it for the maiden voyage and see how she goes. Good stuff. Morning guys, Saturday morning. Back with my final installment of the Shengmilo MX02S. Was delivered to me yesterday. Bolted it together, as you know now. Small mishap. The battery charger that came with the bike gave up after about 20 minutes. There's a little LED on it that's red when it's charging, should go green when the battery is fully charged. And after I put the bike together, went back to work. After work, went in to check the battery, and the LED on the charger had gone off completely. The battery had not charged. I opened up the battery charger after contacting the seller, and several components on the PCB had basically burned out. So there I was, brand new e-bike, and I couldn't charge my batteries. So luckily we have an electric scooter belonging to my son with a 58.8 volt 5 amp intelligent charger. I managed to switch the connections so I could actually hook it up to my Shengmilo batteries, which are 48 volt 17.4 amp hour batteries, and did a little bit of research as well on the web to make sure that it was all safe, which it was, and I could actually charge a battery in about 2 hours. I know overcharging your battery is not a very smart thing to do, and this intelligent charger actually only charges batteries up to about 85%, and doing it that way will give you more life cycles on your battery than actually charging your batteries completely up to 100%. I don't think if that's going to be relevant. As I said in the video previously, this particular bike comes with 2 batteries in the package for the 1450 euros that I mentioned. So you know, if you're looking to do really long cycles, really long trips, you could take the spare battery with you in the little carrier bag that you get with the bike that fits onto the rear rack. So lots and lots of miles. You'll do 100 kilometers plus on that bike, no problem with the 2 batteries. So a couple of initial findings. As I said before, I'm 191 centimeters in height, and the manufacturer claims that this bike is suitable for people up to 2 meters, and out of the box it's not. And that might be a bold statement, but having actually ridden the bike now, yes, the seat height from the ground, okay, for somebody who's 2 meters in height, absolutely fine. But once you put your feet on the pedals, your legs are just, your knees come up way too high. You can't stretch out your legs. You don't want to fully stretch your legs, but it's just a cramped position for somebody even of my height. Now I'm going to fix that. I've already ordered a longer seat stem, and I might even change the head stem as well on the handlebars. So I can raise the handlebars up and down, maybe put them a little bit further away from me, maybe make some adjustments just to make the bike suit me. But as I said, I'm 191 centimeters, which I think is just under 6'4". So keep that in the back of your head if you're buying this bike. The bike has a 1000 watt rear hub motor, and combined with the 48 volt battery there is a lot of power available. I know in some countries 250 watt 36 volts is probably the maximum you're legally allowed. This particular bike can be limited to 25 or 26 kilometers an hour through the display. There's no problem with that whatsoever. and I need 1000 watts. I took the bike for a spin yesterday, and we're in rural Donegal here with lots of hills and some really steep hills. And I noticed that even with pedal assist 5, I had to use the gears on the bike to get up these steepest of the hills. But you know, on the flat, pedal assist 5, without too much effort, I was seeing, you know, 45, 48 kilometers an hour easily on the display, which is an excellent display, by the way. So listen, there's plenty of power in the 1000 watt motor for what most people want to do. I have the bike predominantly to get me back to fitness levels, and I have 2 other mountain bikes, and I have a road bike, a race bike. So this bike serves a certain purpose, and I think it will do that very, very well. Like I said earlier on in the video, I think it's incredible value for money. It's a really, really good package. What I also did yesterday, and I'll come back to that later on in another video, is I actually slimed my tires. I used the Green Slime. Slime is the brand, and these tires are massive, but they're reasonably soft. They're like big balloons, prone to punctures. So I slimed the tires. I got the slime. It's green slime. The bottle has a red label on it to tell you that that's slime suitable for inner tubes. And I put a 237 ml bottle in each tire, and that will help me to prevent me from getting punctures. And if I would get a puncture, the slime will actually close the hole, and it'll do that for punctures up to 3 millimeters, so that's quite big. I have ordered tire liners as well, which will make it even more unlikely to get a puncture. And especially if you get, you know, taken into consideration that you can travel quite a distance on these bikes with 2 batteries. You know, you don't want to get stranded 50 kilometers from home with a flat tire, not knowing what to do. I will be bringing spare tubes as well, but I think between the slime and later on the puncture protective kit liner, I'm probably safe enough. The gearing, there's 21 gears on the bike, 3 sprockets at the front, 7 at the rear. We had a quick look at that earlier on in the video. I just had to make a very slight adjustment. The rear derailleur cable was quite slack, so when the gear indicator said I was in gear 6, I was actually in gear 7. That was a 2-minute adjustment, picking up the slack on that cable, and otherwise the bike pops in and out of gear with no problem whatsoever. So yeah, really delighted with the finish of the bike. The front brake pads were rubbing ever so slightly when I put the front wheel in, but after what have I done now, 10 kilometers, that all settled. It's not doing that anymore. Great stopping power on the brakes, which you do need if you come down a hill at 50 kilometers plus an hour with a rider that weighs 110 kilos. You need good brakes to stop, I can tell you that, and this bike comes with good brakes. The seat's very comfortable. Like I said, I would probably need to raise it another 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. I might even raise the handlebars as well, but I'll go with the seat first. The carrier on the rear, I don't know if I like the look of it or not, but it's just extremely practical, super sturdy. You could probably give somebody a bakkie if you had to for a bit, but it's definitely capable of carrying some, I don't know what you want to carry, a big duffel bag with camping equipment. I don't know what people's plans are for these bikes. But yeah, that's and it's put together really quick as well, which is a great added bonus. So I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod, see how that works. I'm actually shooting this bit now with a Nikon D3100 DSLR. Not used that before, so I hope it turns out alright. It might be a little bit shaky now, but just want to show you a bit of a close-up of the motor in the rear hub, and then of the screen itself, which it turned itself off. Okay, that's it now back on. I hope you can see that on this camera. So 5 levels of pedal assist. It's level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really easy changed with the controls on the handlebars. And yeah. And of course I ran out of memory card on the DSLR, and I also noticed that it wasn't really in focus towards the end of the video. So just a quick final look using my phone, and hopefully you can see this now in focus. So the controls, just move them down a little bit, front and rear brakes, just to sort of suit myself, and that's about it. So 5 levels of pedal assist in focus this time, I hope. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and of course you can do this on the fly as you're going, and then there's a little roll-on throttle. Sorry about a big hand. Ooh, and the bike is on, so that's how that works. Things you find out with your first e-bike. So yeah, this is what Donegal looks like on a sunny Saturday morning. All right, beautiful blue skies, and I'm filming this at the back of my garage as it's sheltered. So I'm going to wrap this up now. If you have any questions, just put them in the usual spot below the video. I'm going to make a lot more videos on the bike about the range, you know, get some more kilometers on it, see how everything keeps up. If there's anything going to fall off, which you don't think it will. I tightened all the major bolts, or checked them for tightness. Didn't use any Loctite at this moment in time. But yeah, I will be making a good few more videos. So if you could give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, cost you nothing, as you know, on YouTube. That will help me starting to create a channel. And like I said, you know, if you have any questions about this bike in particular, leave them in the comments below, and I will reply to every single one of them. And that is it for this first installment. So thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.